So it looks like we could be heading back to Liberty City here in Grand Theft Auto Online as a part of the next DLC update that's going to be arriving in the summer. That would obviously be incredibly cool. We haven't visited Liberty City since the days of Grand Theft Auto 4. And this is coming from an insider who's relatively new on the scene, but seems to have a decent little track record. So first language is not English, but we have translated it. So they ended up saying, recent information I got from sources. There's a big summer update coming to GTA Online, and we'll see good connections between them. ... Map expansion with sunglasses and the Statue of Liberty, and then soon! ! Okay, so first and foremost, to sort of back up the legitimacy of a claim like that, because you guys are probably wondering, all right, can we believe this guy? I think the answer is, I think we really can. So on February 28th this year, this same insider said that Rockstar would communicate something in the near future. And 5 days later, Rockstar ended up posting information regarding GTA 5 being on the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, GTA Online migration. And before Rockstar announced GTA Plus, he said something was going to be announced the following week and that he wasn't very excited about it. He was kind of neutral on it. And I would say that's a lot of people's reaction to GTA Plus, is that they're not all that excited about it, really don't know how to feel about it altogether. So I would say this guy has a pretty decent little track record. Now, obviously, take everything you hear and see with a grain of salt if it's not coming directly from Rockstar. But let's go ahead and talk about just the post itself and sort of break it down. A big summer update coming to GTA Online. Now, that to me would make sense for a couple of reasons. Number one, Rockstar just got a brand new player base on the PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox Series X and S consoles. Now, some people might be playing it for their 10th year. Some people might be playing it for their first couple of weeks and months. And so because of that, Rockstar probably feels like they have an obligation to keep the veteran players, but also give the new players something to get very excited about. Because I don't really see the HAL's Special Works stuff as being all that exciting. And the quality of life changes, I don't see those being all that exciting. I mean, those are great, don't get me wrong, but it isn't really anything that makes you go like, wow, gotta play GTA Online because of that. So it would not be shocking at all if we do see a big summer update coming to Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, Rockstar did say that there was going to be more updates to the game coming soon by stating, going forward, we plan to continue making further adjustments across all versions of the game, in addition to rebalancing other areas such as vehicles commonly used in PvP combat. Stay tuned for details. So if Rockstar does make these changes, this is something that requires an update to do. And I don't just think Rockstar is going to do a brand new downloadable DLC that includes quality of life updates. I think they're going to package those quality of life updates in a brand new DLC. Now, the only thing we know so far as a timeline goes is the loading screens on GTA 5 on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. They currently expire on June 30th. Although we got details on the GTA Plus website that for the next GTA Plus set of rewards and bonuses, that they were going to be giving us special items from the next DLC, which would clearly mean an update like that would come out sooner rather than later. So I don't know which one we need to believe here, whether it's going to be closer to the actual summer months, like after June 30th, which would definitely be in the heart of summer, or a little bit earlier, like in April, which is actually in like a day, because today is the final day of March. Now, let's talk about the idea of Liberty City. Let's just assume this thing is real. This could also make sense because Rockstar have already sort of dipped their toe into the map expansion world. We saw that with the Cayo Perico heist at the end of 2020. Rockstar have no problem now doing a map expansion and bringing our online characters to a different world. So Liberty City would certainly be very possible. A couple of other things that make Liberty City a viable option to go to, it's still in the HD universe. So whereas a location like San Fierro or Las Venturas or even Vice City, the last time we saw those worlds was in the 3D era, where we saw Liberty City in Grand Theft Auto 4, obviously, in the HD era. So it's a little bit easier for Rockstar to sort of bring our online characters to a world like that. Now, Liberty City is also still alive and well. There are plenty of references to Liberty City, its characters, and much more not only in single player, but also in GTA Online. There's also plenty of characters from Grand Theft Auto 4 that appear in GTA 5 and in Grand Theft Auto Online. Think Johnny Klebitz, think Packy McCreary. All those guys appear in the GTA 5 world, so there's plenty of connections over there. We also know that for a time, Rockstar was working on making a version of Grand Theft Auto 4 in GTA 5's engine. Do you guys remember this picture right here? This was found, I think, in 2016. So this is Middle Park, and this version that you're seeing right here is using the GTA 5 engine. And so when we saw this at the time, we thought, A, Rockstar was either planning some sort of Liberty City DLC or GTA 4 Remastered. We didn't know what they were planning, but we thought it was something like that. And then it turns out that project was either put on ice or just never came about. We also saw that Rockstar and or Take-Two Interactive were shutting down projects that had anything to do with Liberty City. So Liberty City and GTA 5 projects, they would be shutting that down. Liberty City Remaster projects, they'd be shutting that down. Which, as we know from the past, that usually indicates that Rockstar is working on something of their own, and they don't want fans and the player base to be confused on what's legitimate coming from them and what's not coming from modders and people in the community. So we all thought surely something with Liberty City has to be happening, but alas, nothing has occurred. So maybe now that the game is out on PC and the newest, most powerful consoles, does Rockstar have the ability to bring Liberty City into GTA 5? And if they do, it kind of makes you wonder, in what way will it be brought? One of the ideas that I had was it could be another heist. We obviously haven't had a heist in a couple of years. Rockstar loved to go back to that game plan every now and then. I would say one of the most iconic missions in Grand Theft Auto 4 was the Liberty City bank heist. That was like the biggest, most explosive, most profitable mission that you had in the entire game. It's been referenced in GTA 5 multiple times. Wouldn't it be cool to go back and rob the Bank of Liberty City again? That'd be kind of neat. It's also rumored that Rockstar is going to keep expanding the agency and there might be another contract. Well, wouldn't it be cool if there was a high-profile client in Liberty City and we had to fly over there to do some missions and whatnot? I think that could be extremely cool. Now, hopefully we'd be able to free roam over in Liberty City and it wouldn't just be locked to the actual missions we did in the contract. Maybe it involves someone like Michael DeSanta, Rosalita, a character like Nico Bellic. You never know. That's kind of what I'm thinking Rockstar might end up doing here if Liberty City is on the map and if it is scheduled to return. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think about this interesting bit of inside info or rumors that it looks like Grand Theft Auto Online's summer update could be coming to Liberty City. I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. So let me know what you think about all the information we discussed in this video today. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.